Hi, my name is Jonathan Young. I'm a front-end engineer at Facebook, and we're here to talk about building and maintaining accessible experiences at scale. This is the new Facebook.com that we announced at F8. It's beautiful, but let's see what a screen reader experience is like if we do not prioritize accessibility. Let's take a look at the composer, specifically the upload photo button. If we fire a screen reader, such as VoiceOver, this is what it would say if we do not have a label.
Button.
There we go. It just says button. For someone using a screen reader, we have no idea what this button does. Is it a logout button? Is it a delete button? We have no idea. If we take a look at the code, if we strip out all the styles, it's just a regular button. There's no label, there's no text. We have no idea. This is not a great experience, but how do we typically handle accessibility? We can find accessibility bugs, like auditing the page using tools like Axe or Lighthouse. I love those tools, but likely developers will not fire them up every single time. We cannot enforce this, and it does not scale. Another way is wait for QA to find and report accessibility bugs. But then we have no more context of what this problem is. It becomes a low priority, as a lot of you guys probably realize, and they become something that we never fix. So what do? We ignore them. We sweep all the problems under the rug, and this is a very common pattern in the industry. I want to share a quote that I really like. Why does accessibility tend to be an afterthought? I believe this is not due to lack of care or time, but due to lack of awareness and guidance. I really like this because it really captures that we're all really good people and we're balancing multiple priorities. But really, I like this because I said it. At Facebook, we will bring the invisible visible. We will cover inaccessible elements in red and block their functionalities. We even provide inline and contextual information that tells you what the problem is and how we can fix it, and areas where we can learn more. If we take a look deeply at what this recommendation says, it says use an ARIA label. So we take our code, a button, and we add an ARIA label, something like upload photo, and all your problems will go away. We no longer block it, and you can continue with your life. And let's see what the screen reader will say now.
Upload photo button.
Now, someone using a screen reader has more idea of what this element does. Let's take another example. Let's say I'm building something in the contact section, specifically around the contact name. If we take a quick look at what the code might look like, we have just li elements, and it's just static name. Let's say my task is to change this to a button that actually does something. Something that I might do is just change the button. Visually, everything looks exactly the same, and this is something I might ship. But we notice this, and we will block the functionality, and we will cover it in red when we detect an accessibility violation. These accessibility checks happen during runtime. If a mutation occurs, we recheck the page because we might have something that broke accessibility. If we look at the elements, if we inspect the DOM, notice that we have UL and a series of buttons as the first child. This is the accessibility violation. We hear this a lot. Accessibility is everyone's responsibility. At Facebook, we make accessibility everyone's responsibility. I want to end by sharing an experience of what Facebook will look like if we do not prioritize accessibility.
Button, 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 button.
Thank you.